What is happening in the NFL? We've got major upsets brewing, legendary QBs making statements, and some serious breakout stars. You are not going to want to miss this. Stick around, because the Rodgers Report is about to drop the hottest takes in football. So hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a second. First up are the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders heading for a massive upset. We're breaking down why Jordan Love and the Packers might be in trouble against Jaden Daniels and a dangerous Commanders squad. Plus, can the Cincinnati Bengals, fresh off a nail-biting win, actually survive a showdown with the Jacksonville Jaguars? We've got all the details. Then, the legend Aaron Rodgers makes his Pittsburgh Steelers debut, and we're asking, is this a sign of things to come or a potential letdown waiting to happen? And is there a new star receiver emerging in Pittsburgh with Calvin Austin III? We're diving deep into all of it, plus so much more. Don't go anywhere, subscribe, and hit that bell. Week 2 NFL Upset Alert. Can the Packers avoid a Commanders' carnage? The NFL's opening week always brings the chaos, and Week 2 is shaping up to be no different, with several betting favorites potentially on upset alert. After a dominant Week 1 performance, the Green Bay Packers, led by Jordan Love, are now facing a stern test against the Washington Commanders on Thursday night. While the Packers looked impressive, Love's statistical showing had some underlying metrics that raise eyebrows, including a high turnover-worthy throw rate and off-target passes. Meanwhile, the Commanders, with dynamic dual-threat quarterback Jaden Daniels and a more cohesive offensive unit, present a significant challenge that could spell trouble for Green Bay. Adding to the intrigue, the Cincinnati Bengals, who narrowly escaped Week 1 with a 1-point victory, now face a formidable Jacksonville Jaguars team. Despite their win, the Bengals' offense struggled with yards per play, and their defense allowed considerable yardage to opposing receivers. The Jaguars, on the other hand, showcased a powerful rushing attack with Travis Etienne Jr. and a confident Trevor Lawrence. With a home record that wasn't stellar in 2024, the Bengals could be vulnerable. Fans are buzzing about the potential for major upsets, with many pointing to the Packers and Bengals as prime candidates to fall. Analysts are dissecting Jordan Love's early season metrics and the Bengals' defensive struggles, questioning if these teams can truly sustain their success against tougher opponents. But that's just the tip of the iceberg for Week 2 drama. Get ready for a legendary quarterback's explosive debut and the rise of an unexpected Steelers star. Aaron Rodgers' Steelers debut, a game-changer or a false dawn? NFL Week 1 delivered a massive storyline as Aaron Rodgers, in his Pittsburgh Steelers debut, threw for 4 touchdowns against his former team, the New York Jets. This electrifying performance has understandably ignited excitement about the Steelers' season prospects. However, questions linger about whether this offensive outburst is sustainable, especially considering Rodgers was sacked 4 times and had a notable turnover-worthy throw rate, with a couple of potential interceptions dropped by the defense. On the other side, the Seattle Seahawks, despite a less flashy offensive performance from Sam Darnold, boast a defense that has shown promise. They are set to face a Steelers defense that, despite its Week 1 success, showed alarming softness against the run, allowing significant yardage per play. This matchup presents an intriguing dynamic between Rodgers' offensive firepower and the Seahawks' defensive resilience. Fans are already debating whether Rodgers' debut signals a true resurgence for the Steelers or if it was a Week 1 anomaly. Analysts are scrutinizing the Steelers' offensive line performance and comparing it to the Seahawks' defensive capabilities, setting the stage for a fascinating Week 2 clash. While Rodgers' debut is making headlines, another story is brewing across the league. We're talking about a former 4th-round pick who's suddenly looking like the real deal for the Steelers. Fields versus Rodgers, the trash-to-treasure quarterback saga. NFL Week 1 etched a unique piece of history as Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields, 2 quarterbacks who previously started for one team and then faced them in the season opener for a new team, made their debuts. This bizarre statistical anomaly highlights a fascinating narrative of player movement and team strategy in the league. Rodgers, released by the Jets, and Fields, whose move to the Steelers was classified as mutual, Both looked impressive in their new uniforms, defying the notion that they were simply one man's trash. Steelers receiver Ben Skowronek captured the sentiment perfectly, stating, "One man's trash is another man's treasure." He expressed happiness for both Fields' performance with the Jets and Rodgers' success with the Steelers, emphasizing their value to their new teams. Fields showcased his dual-threat ability with impressive passing and rushing stats, while Rodgers delivered a stellar 4-touchdown performance. Both quarterbacks appear to have justified their team's decisions, at least in their opening games. The performances have sparked considerable discussion online, with fans and analysts debating whether the Jets and Steelers made the right calls in moving on from these quarterbacks. The success of Fields and Rodgers will also have implications for compensatory draft picks, adding another layer to the strategic maneuvering. But the narrative of quarterback comebacks and surprising performances doesn't end there. We're uncovering who's stepping up as a potential WR, one for Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Calvin Austin III, the underrated Steelers receiver stealing the show. Following significant roster moves, the Pittsburgh Steelers were searching for a reliable number 2 receiver, and it appears they may have found a diamond in the rough with Calvin Austin III. In Aaron Rodgers' explosive Steelers debut, Austin III emerged as a key contributor, showcasing immense potential and forming instant chemistry with his new quarterback. This performance marks the most promising start to his career after a challenging beginning that included missing his rookie season due to injury. Austin III, a former 4th-round pick, has steadily improved, and in 2024 he saw increased usage, nearly doubling his receiving yards from the previous season. His speed, athleticism, and now evident chemistry with Rodgers are turning heads. His impressive yards per reception and first down rate against the Jets suggest he's on pace to shatter his previous season statistics. This breakout performance could significantly impact the Steelers' future trade decisions, potentially eliminating the need to pursue other high-profile receivers. Fans and analysts are buzzing about Austin III's potential, with many excited by his connection with Rodgers. His performance is being hailed as a potential game-changer for the Steelers' offense, and if he can maintain this level of play, he could solidify his role as a top receiver and redefine expectations for the team. And that's a wrap on our deep dives for today. But don't go anywhere, we've got a lightning round recap and your full call to action coming right up. All right, football fanatics, that was a whirlwind. We saw potential upsets looming for the Packers and Bengals, Aaron Rodgers making a massive statement in his Steelers debut, and Calvin Austin III emerging as a legit threat. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe to the Rodger Report for all your NFL insights, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. And tell us in the comments, who do you think is most likely to pull off an upset this week? Follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.